For our final story today, we take a look at the internet, the face of new media. Ever-changing, always reinventing itself, it has pushed our imagination and creativity to greater heights, shrinking the world into a global village. Thanks to the web, news, current affairs and reporting is now not only the job of a professional journalist. Citizen journalism is gaining recognition as a new type of reporting in which ordinary people can use blogging and other means to get their views heard about current issues all around the world. Next, we take a look at the impact citizen journalism could have in Sri Lanka.
Today, one would be hard-pressed to find people without access to either mobile phones or computers, both of which are fast becoming means of collecting and sharing information with a wider forum. All around the world, ordinary people are using these technologies to capture immediate situations and present their own perspectives. As the now notorious tsunami swept across Asia in 2004, locals and visiting tourists immortalized the devastation from a safe distance. Their on-the-spot footage provided the world with the first glimpses of the catastrophic event. During the 3-day reign of terror in Mumbai in November 2008, hostages and bystanders took videos that provided media stations and police with valuable footage. In Sri Lanka, when the air raid of February 20th this year brought Colombo to a virtual standstill, a passerby caught the action on his camera phone. He may not know it, but this individual is one of many in Sri Lanka who are now becoming a part of a new global movement of citizen journalists.
පාසල් ශිෂ්‍යයන් සහ අන්තර්ජාලයේ සැරිසරණය බ්ලොග් කරන්නට පෙළඹිලා තිනවා. නමුත් ඒගොල්ලෝ වෘත්තීය වශයෙන් ජනමාධ්‍යවේදීන් කියන කැටගරියකට අයිති වෙන්නේ නැහැ. නමුත් ඒ නොවුනට සමාජයේ පවතින දැන් විවිධාකාර ප්‍රශ්න ගැන, යුද්ධය ගැන සහ සාමය ගැන සහ තවත් බොහෝ දේවල් ගැන, සංස්කෘතිය සම්බන්ධ දේවල්, වාරණය සම්බන්ධ දේවල්, බොහෝ දේවල් ගැන මේගොල්ලෝ අවදියෙන් ඉන්නේ.
சில பேருக்கு உண்மையான தகவலை எழுதி அவர்கள் கருத முடியும் தான் ஒரு சிட்டிசன் ஜேர்னலிஸ்ட் என்ற அந்த நாட்டில் நடக்கின்ற விடயங்களை ஒரு பத்திரிகை என்ன வெளியிடுறதோ, ஒரு தொலைக்காட்சி, ஒரு வானொலி என்ன செய்திகளை வெளியிடுறதோ, அதே போல ஒரு மனிதன் தனக்கு கிடைக்கின்ற இலங்கையில் இருப்பவர்கள் தனக்கு கிடைக்கின்ற தான் பார்க்கின்ற செய்திகளை தனது ஊடகத்தின் மூலம் வெளிப்படுத்துபவர் சிட்டிசன் ஜேர்னலிசம் என்று கூறலாம்.
Citizen journalism is still a fairly novel practice in Sri Lanka, but has shown potential during the past 2 to 3 years, emerging at a time when media suppression and censorship hit a peak in the country. Citizen journalism finds its expression in blogs, photoblogs, video sharing sites such as YouTube, and social networking sites like Facebook, to name only a few. In Sri Lanka, however, blogging is its most popular medium. Dean is a private blogger himself, but is also part of a youth-based organization called Beyond Borders, which maintains its own blog site as well.
For me, it just kind of gave me a space where I could just write whatever I wanted to, and I mean, I always had a lot of things to say and not enough people to listen to. So I think it's largely a democratization of media itself. So you have small people, individuals giving out their point of view, which they would not necessarily have otherwise.
Right now, blogging and the use of other types of new media is mostly confined to the more urban areas of Sri Lanka, but is slowly spreading to even rural areas. And as well as broad topical issues, there are those who are utilizing new media techniques to mobilize other citizens and authorities to help their own personal causes.
Well, Aruni Pradipika is a student of mine. When she was getting ready for her advanced level, like in the final week before the exam, her father was abducted by the LTTE. She didn't have any way of finding her father. So what she did was, she wrote about missing of her father in her blog and appeal the people who see the blog to help find her father.
Nandasiri was part of a group of bloggers and freelance writers who met to discuss the challenges involved in making citizen journalism an accepted form of media and noted the extent of its potential within Sri Lanka.
I think the whole point about the internet is that anyone has the right to say what they want, and anyone has the right to publish what they want. I mean, the internet, that's the beauty of it, right?
How can we nurture a culture where we are once again willing to bear witness, even if we may not be able to use what we capture in the immediate future?
Today it's really interesting that anybody really with not really a very high-end phone can plot onto the web where they are, almost in real time. And why I'm interested in this is that it really opens it up for very interesting experiments that can be run of people on the ground, reporting back what they see and hear.
The concept of citizen journalism is definitely gaining ground here in Sri Lanka. A fact made especially evident when media institutions countrywide acknowledged and pledged their support to Sri Lankan bloggers and their contribution towards free speech and democratic media in the 2008 Colombo Declaration on Media Freedom and Social Responsibility. Though this may in turn open up many more avenues of debate in the future in terms of recognition, censorship, and protection for practitioners, the promise of citizen journalism far outweighs any problems it may entail.
So I guess it's a matter of numbers. And I think if you asked me this question 5 years ago, it would have had a very smaller circle. Now the circle is much bigger. Kottu, I think in about 2005, had about 50 blogs. Now it's easily about 300. And most of the 300 are very active. And a lot of bloggers are there now include vernacular bloggers, like bloggers who blog in the Sinhala and the Tamil medium that we did not have. And if you look at it, there's a huge amount of potential.
Involvement. In the end, that is what citizen journalism is all about. Involving ordinary people in subjects that matter to them most. But citizen journalism is not the only way you can do this. Think about how you can become part of something you feel strongly about, because your input matters. Like to make any comments about the program? Then please write to us at SriLankaToday@yartv.net. Thank you for watching. Until next week, you take care.